Today was a super solid day in the market, not gonna lie, even though we got 2 break-even trades. It is what it is. I showed up, I followed my rules, stayed disciplined, executed the way I was supposed to, take the trades that I was supposed to. I was confident in the setups, executed properly. It just didn't work out. And that's just how it is sometimes. That's just the case of the market. It's like you can do everything right and it just don't go the way it's supposed to. And that's like a facade, right, in the trading niche. When you go online and you see people just straight winning, and they don't show losses and they just win all day, like, it's not real, bro. It's not real. People winning every single trade is just not real. If you're new here, maybe you're watching this off of a short, winning every day, expecting to win every day on the charts is not real. It's not realistic. You are not gonna win every single day. You're not gonna win every single trade. It's not gonna happen. You might go on a win streak, but understand there is gonna be a losing streak. There's gonna be a period of losing. There's gonna be times that you do not win every trade. That's just what it is. That's just the market we play. That's just the game we play, the market we live in. If we win every day, then it would be too easy, right? Everybody will be rich. The statistics is 90% of traders are not profitable. The statistics hurt, right? But it's the truth. 90% of traders are not profitable. Why? Because they feel like they're supposed to win every single trade. You're not supposed to win every trade. 90% of traders give up within the 90 days of starting trading or whatever the case back. They get back all their money or whatever the case is. It's a really hard game to play. Trading is a really hard thing to do. It's real one of the hardest professions. I don't know what made me choose this profession. Actually, I actually always loved financial markets. And once I figured out what trading was and how you can multiply money just by pressing some buttons sitting at home, that intrigued me ever since I was 18 years old. Now I'm 28 years old, right? So that's 10 years later. I still love this market. I still love to do this. I wasn't trading for 10 years. I was interested for the last 10 years, but I wasn't consistently doing it for the last 10 years. I was probably consistently doing it for the last 4.5 years. It took me some time to come back around. Maybe it was probably COVID. COVID actually is the thing that made me come back around to trading, because I had nothing else better to do besides be at home and learn how to press some buttons to make some money. But it didn't even click for me that the things that were stopping me from being profitable in trading was myself, my expectations, my limitations. So myself meaning the things that I was doing every day. Not being disciplined, not working out, not journaling, not reviewing my trades, not back testing, whatever. And then my expectations, me expecting that I can make a lot of money very quickly. You can, it's possible, it's definitely possible. You can make a lot of money quickly. You can start within 6 months and you'll be making millions by the end of the year. You'll be able to quit your job by the end of the year, or whatever the case is. My expectation of winning every single day, my expectation of always, once you find a strategy, a golden, what do they call it? The golden, I forgot what they call it. Whatever, the golden edge, the golden bullet, whatever they call it. I don't know what it's called. But once you find that, it's all up from there. You'll never lose again. Once you find the golden strategy, the golden edge, that's it. You'll never lose. That was my expectation. And then I also had limitations of thinking, if I do not trade for today, I'm not going to be a profitable trader. If I do not take a trade today, I'm not doing anything. If I miss out on a setup, I'm failing in trading. I'm not doing enough, whatever the case is. If I'm not spending 8 hours around the charts every day, 10 hours around the charts every day, I'm not doing enough. That was my limitation, thinking that I had to spend more time in order to make more money. And if I missed a trade, I was not in alignment with trading. I had to take a trade. I had FOMO. Those were my limitations as well. But it all comes back around to just these things that hold us back from essentially just being the best at trading for ourselves, or just being the best version of ourselves in trading. We put limitations and expectations over trading when trading is simple. Trading is so simple. All it comes down is to following your rules and staying disciplined and risk management. That's literally it. Your 3 pillars: discipline, an edge, and following the rules. If you can do that, risk management. That's your 3 pillars of trading. If you can do those 3, you'll be pretty solid. In the long run, you'll be pretty solid, I promise. It just takes a little bit of time to get those things unpacked. People say psychology is the biggest part of trading. Sure, it could be, but if you don't have an edge in the markets, then really, is this psychology? If you take a loss, is this psychology, or is it you just don't know what you're looking for? You just don't have an edge. And if you do have an edge in the market and you take trades way too big in proportion to the size of your account. Is it psychology? Is it your edge? Or is it risk management? It's risk management because you're not risking appropriately to survive, to give give yourself a chance to survive in the markets. You have to have those things on the management. Like psychology, I would say it's probably the last part, because if you don't know how to risk manage, if you don't know what your edge is, psychology is gonna be messed up regardless, because you're not doing what you're supposed to. Psychology is the last part where you see you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're risk managing properly, and then some days you lose. Then you have to have the psychology, or you have to have mental fortitude to be like, oh, today's just one of those days I took a loss. Today's just one of those days I take two break-even trades, even though the trade went to break, like it went to TP1 and it went almost to TP2, almost. But now you gotta walk away. You gotta close the computer. You gotta walk away. That's it. You're done. I was done. I took 2 trades, 2 break-evens. I could have took one more trade, but it was like, all right, cool. At this point, what am I looking for? Because the 2 trades that I wanted to go in my direction, they both went to break even. Both went right back to break even. So what am I really looking for? I might as well just come back tomorrow when maybe trades are going to be better to take. I don't know. I have no idea. But that's the psychology part. I already know what I'm doing. I'm already disciplined. I already know how to risk manage. Even though there were break-even trades, I didn't lose a lot. I lost like probably $50, right? That's not crazy at all. I could manage a loss of $50. But imagine me taking losses of $600, $700 to $1,000 when I don't have that much to risk, just because I wanted to be in a trade, or just because I seen a good setup, or whatever the case is. Then I'm not risk managing. So they all come in tandem. They're all together. They all work hand in hand. And you have to master each and every one of them as they come. They all take a little bit of time to master each one, but they all go hand in hand, I promise you. You can't do one without the other. You have to all put them in alignment because they all matter.